The only last thing I want to say to you, Bob, if I can, in all of this, and you posed the question, obviously, in a room like this, particularly people are interested in the regulations and how they're working. Are they overly burdensome? Are they duplicative? All the normal questions you'd get. It's important to remember, when we talk about this, the human element that occurs here. As a result of this crisis, the largest since the Great Depression of 80 years ago, there was $12 trillion of national wealth that evaporated. 26 million people in this country lost their jobs. 5 million homes went into foreclosure. You have iconic industries and companies that are part of the carnage. 2 of your largest investment banks failed. 2 had to be merged. 2 became banking institutions. Commercial banks failed as well. We bailed out many more, the tune of $700 billion at taxpayer expense. Your thrifts, 2 of them failed. Credit unions, the largest insurance company, had to be nationalized in the process. That's only 48 months ago. A lot of that happened. And certainly we talk about all of this. It's important, I think, in a conference like this to be mindful of that element as well as we move forward. And not to forget that most of these people will never recover from what they've been through. And so we talk about it in terms of the public perception, whether or not we're doing the job. Are we restoring the confidence? I kept that word in mind as much as I could during this process. It had been shattered in the country and globally to a large extent. Could we end up ending too big to fail, getting rid of the implicit and explicit guarantee that as an institution, the federal government, the taxpayers would bail you out if you got yourself into trouble? 92-5, a vote in the Senate. Richard Shelby, the Republican, offered the amendment. I supported him in it. I'd like to think it works. We'll see in time. Hopefully we'll never have to test it. But if you do, I'd like to think it worked.